So this is a Swift Conqueror 580. Going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van, you've got your hitch, jockey wheel and handbrake. This is all something we'll go through in person here on site. On the front of the van, you've got your gas hose, which goes down to your gas bottle, and then you've got your gas regulator on the bulkhead, and you've got a yellow isolation valve for the gas system just here. You've then got your Aldi heating flue on the side of the van. So the Aldi heating flue is essentially the gas flue for the heating and hot water systems, and then you've got your wind down leg on either side at the front of the van. You've then got your water pump connection that comes into the side of the van, blue tab on the side here, but you'll pull back to push it into the side of the van. Then the pickup end of the pipe drops down into the aqua roll itself. You've then got the power box, the motor move power box, or the leisure battery box, sorry. You've got your two connections inside here, black and red connection, so negative and positive. And then you've got your mains power lead coming into the side of the caravan itself. And we'll demonstrate the motor mover at the end of the video to show you how that operates. We've got the wheels on either side of the van, which will torque to 120 Newton meters prior to the caravan being taken by yourselves today on site. So the grey fresh water that goes in the front has to come out somewhere once it's been through the van, and that's what these two grey pipes are here for. And that is the grey waste water that comes out the side of the van, which comes from your taps, from the sinks and shower on board the van. You've got your toilet flush tank at the back of the van, which takes 3.5 litres of water and a cap full of the pink fluid. And at the bottom here, we have our toilet waste cassette, which is where the toilet cassette itself is. So like I said, 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink. Then in the bottom here, you'll put 1 litre of water and a cap full of the blue fluid. When I say cap full, I mean this cap just here. On the back of the toilet cassette, you have the orange pressure relief button. So as you're tipping the waste away, the waste doesn't spit and splatter back at you, and you use this neck here, which turns out to allow you to tip the waste away from in the side of from the cassette itself. On the back of the van on either side, you have your wind down legs. As you can see, the leg on this side is already wound down. You would never lift the caravan with the legs on the front and back of the van. They are just there to stabilise the van while it is in position. You have your side locker to access the storage underneath the bed at the rear of the van, and that simply opens with the keys, which is the same as the door key on this particular van. Then you'll be able to access the storage up there. Behind the door, you've got your two fridge vents, which allow the hot air at the back of the fridge unit, and also behind one of them there'll actually be a gas flue for the fridge gas system. 3-pin plug on the side of the van also, so you can have power out to your awning from the inside of the van. Storage locker for underneath the front seating, and your barbecue gas point down the front here. And then you've got your other wind down leg at the front of the van also. I'll take you inside the van now and show you how it operates from the inside. So above the door, the first thing you're going to need to do is turn on the power. So you've got your main power switch here, power supply, so you'll turn on the power. The screen will come on, and so will the Aldi control panel at that point. You've got your awning light down the side here, so awning light on when the blue light's on here. You've got your dimming lights for across the top of the cabinets on the next button down, which you can adjust on this arrow here, and you'll notice it goes 25, 30, 40, etc., which is percent of light they're putting out. Obviously if it's on 100, it's its brightest setting. Next one down is your internal lights on the caravan. So when you press that button, it'll actually turn off all the lights, as you can see, around the van, including the little spotlights. And at the bottom, you've got your water pump run, which is what we're going to come to next. To fill the water system on this particular van, very simple to do. You'll come underneath the seat on the far right-hand side. And underneath this seat, you'll find this yellow valve. Now, when that yellow valve is parallel with the floor, you'll be able to fill the water system on board the caravan. And when it's pointing upright towards the bottom of the seat, it will actually drain all the water off the onboard system. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to fill that. So with it parallel with the floor, you're going to come up over to all the taps on the caravan. So that'd be the sink in the kitchen, the bathroom and the shower. And you're going to open all the taps up on the hot side. You will actually notice I've already got water in the system, just to speed up the process. But you'd wait until you got water coming out of every tap, as you can see here, completely. And then shut off each tap once the water system is full. At that point, I would advise you to fill your aqua roll again so that it is full, ready for your first use. Once you've got the water system full, you can actually start thinking about warming the water on board the caravan. So above the door, you've got the silver control panel, which is for your Aldi heating and hot water. Top right hand corner, you've got icon to let you know power is coming into the caravan, and below that you've got your internal room temperature. Press the menu button, it'll take you into the options. The top one here is to control the room temperature of the van. So you've got down, as you can see, or up to set the temperature, all the way up to 30 degrees, which is the maximum setting heating wise on this particular van. Below that, you've got your option for your hot water. So when the hot water's off, you'll have nothing in this bar just here. Press it once, that'll be water on, and you press it for a second time, that'll be water boost for when you're showering on board the van or trying to wash up. I'll leave that on boost for now so it warms up nicely. Below that, we've got the amount of power that the heating and hot water system is using. This isn't relevant to any of the rest of the caravan, it is just for the heating and hot water, as I said. So at the moment we're using 1 kilowatt of power coming into the van. We can use 2 or 3 also. If you want to use gas as a power source for running the heating and hot water, you can do that by pressing the gas symbol down on the bottom left hand side just here. It will self-ignite on gas, and when it does self-ignite on gas, the green light will stay illuminated here on the control panel. If it ever failed to ignite, it would come up with gas fail at the bottom of the screen with 2 exclamation marks either side. In this control panel, you will notice there are some options on this side as well. You can press the button here, it will take you into the options for the caravan to set your heating and hot water timers, etc. We do advise for this that you read the manual for the caravan, because it'll probably take around 3 hours to demonstrate in a video. Once you've got all of your water system full and you've got your heating and hot water on, you may be going to want to chill the wine, ready for a nice glass or a nice beer later on in the day. So you're going to come over to the fridge, you're going to press the power button on the top left hand side, this grey button here. As you can see at the moment, it is actually starting to chill on mains power already, and you can control the temperature on mains or gas on this button on the right hand side. However, when you do get to site, your beers are probably going to be already slightly cold, or the wine. And what I mean by that is you can actually use the fridge as a cool box while you're towing down the road. So these arrows here, you'll notice, allow me to change over to different power sources. So as you can see now, it's on 12 volt mode. The 12 volt mode is from the car you are towing with, so at the moment it is coming up with a warning to let me know that it isn't currently working, but that's because there's no car connected at the front of the van. Gas, you can select gas if you wish to use gas as a power source. Again, it would ignite itself, but if it did fail to ignite, it'd do very similar as it did with the 12 volts. It would actually beep at you and put a blue flashing light underneath the exclamation mark on this side. Once it has ignited on gas, again, like I said, you can control the temperature on the right hand side. I'm just going to put that back onto 240 so it's ready for when you arrive on site. Microwave, very self-explanatory. We'll just do a quick start on it. There we go, 1 minute quick start, as you can see, just so you can see it is working. The hob, grill and oven, very much the same as a household item. Again, you can control that with the igniter on the front and the gas controls across the front. You have got the electric ring at the back. While you're here on site, you're more than welcome to try. So you can see it is working, but we never advise shutting down the glass lid until the hob is completely cooled. Potentially it could smash this lid if it was still warm when it was closed down. Have got a light for in your oven as well, which as you can see comes on with the button just up on the top of the oven itself. The bed isn't fully extended at the moment, as you can see. It's got the last part of the mattress lent up against the wall. But to get that out, or to get that to come down level, you literally pull the bottom of the bed out, pull the mattress down slightly, and then you'll be able to drop the last piece of the mattress into the gap at the back. The toilet system, again, very simple to use. Electric flush on the toilet. Up on top, you've got a full indicator light for the toilet cassette itself. And on the bottom of the toilet, you've got a grey waste handle here that allows the waste to go into the toilet cassette underneath the caravan. The toilet does turn for your convenience, however when you're removing the toilet cassette from under the van, you do need to make sure it's pointing in the position it is now. But like I said, it does turn. It won't allow me to at the moment because the toilet cassette's slightly out. But if the toilet cassette wasn't in position, as you can see, it won't allow me to turn the toilet. But also the same, if the toilet is turned before you remove the cassette, it won't allow you to do that either. It won't allow you to pull it out with the toilet turned. So that is essentially the Swift Conqueror 580. If you have any questions, if you have any further questions for us, please don't hesitate to call. Or while you're here on site viewing the caravan, again, please don't hesitate to ask. We hope you enjoy the caravan, and thank you very much for the business. Bye bye.